Okay, this is just insanity. The hockey world, you've been fooled for decades and decades and decades, and I'm so getting frustrated how fooled you guys have been. Watch this. Here is Austin Elliott, an undrafted NHL. He was never drafted in the NHL. He's 21 years old. There he is. Let's give him a face. And right here is where you would see, right here in this blank spot, you would see if he was drafted or not. He'd never been drafted. As a matter of fact, he was released by his Saskatoon Blades, his WHL, his junior team. He was released in the fall, and he cleared the entire WHL waivers. Cleared. Nobody wanted him in the WHL. Nobody. So the London Knights pick him up. And let me just show you how crazy this is. So he played for the Blades, and you can see his stats. He had winning stats, 25, 6, and 3, okay? 29, 8, and 3 with a 911 and a 904 playing for the Saskatoon Blades. So the London Knights pick him up in the fall. He goes 32-1 and 15-1 in the playoffs so far. And look at his stats, lights out. So he's lost only 2 games in 47 tries. And here's how the hockey world has failed miserably for decades. Because according to the experts, the GMs, the scouts, everybody, ex-players, goalie coaches, you need a good goalie to win championships, to win hockey games. So here's the contradiction. Was this kid waived? Why was he never drafted? But right now, he's only lost 2 games in 47 starts, people. Well, here's the great contradiction and how the hockey world has been fooled for decades. What's going on? Why doesn't anybody want this kid? Nobody's picking him up. Again, if the Brodeurs and the Hassicks and the Waz were so great, why is this kid not be considered great? Isn't that what, goalies win championships? You don't win championships without a great goalie? How many times have you heard that? So why isn't this kid considered great? I feel bad for this kid. It's so, again, and I'll tell you why. Here's the answer. And here's my research of 30 years that proves that beyond the shadow of doubt. Goals are scored for 2 reasons. And I'm repetitive here. Some of the people that follow me understand. Goals are scored for 2 reasons: quality shots and quality situations. The Patrick Waz and the Martin Brodeurs and the Elliots of the world, this kid here, they do not control those 2 things. The systems do. So goalies can only be as good as the systems provided. If this Elliott kid played for a weaker OHL team, he would not have this many victories. That's how team dependent this position really is. And that's how you, the experts, have been fooled for decades and decades. 50, 60 years, we've given far too much credit to the goaltenders because they're only as good as the installation and the protection provided by the systems that control quality shots and quality situations. The goalies do not control that. Do you see how frustrated I am? I don't know how I don't get migraines every day. But this is the myth of hockey. My channel, the myth of hockey. I go and watch my videos. I prove it beyond the shadow of doubt. I can prove to you with multiple videos that Brodeur was not a great goalie. We do not know if he was or not. He played on the best defensive team ever assembled from 1994 to 2004. That's why he won championships. That's why he has the most shutouts, because the team in front of him protected and isolated him, just like this kid Elliott. But because if you believe Elliott is a great goalie, again, why was he waived by every WHL team and picked up by the London Knights, and now he's only lost 2 in 47 starts? Hockey world, it's time to wake up to the facts, to the myth of hockey that goalies are only as good as the environment in front of them. Ugh.